Hey guys, and welcome to RJ's 4-month update. Sorry if the camera's like jiggling, but it's on my bed, so it's like not stablest. But I don't think I've ever done an update in my room or in our room, so I was like, why not? Why not? Yeah, this little guy is 4 months old, you guys. It's insane. Can you believe he has been here for 4 months? It's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So anyway, this little guy's just doing a lot now, and he's just growing like crazy. So at his 3-month health check, or not health check, but get WIC, his WIC check, he was 11 pounds and 6 ounces. So he hasn't gained a ton of weight. He was 813 at birth, but he dropped down to 713. So he has gained almost 3 pounds. But again, this was a month ago, and he has had a major growth spurt since then. So I would assume he's between 12 and 13 pounds now. He'll have an appointment this month, but it probably won't be for another week or so. And I didn't want to wait that long to do this because the last 2 updates have been late, so I kind of want to get back on track. So I'm pretty sure he's between 12 and 13 pounds. He was 23 inches at 3 months, and I measured him with a ruler, so this probably isn't super accurate, but the ruler said he was like 24 to 25 inches. So that seems about right. He is still breastfeeding. He has had cereal twice, so I guess he's not technically exclusively breastfed anymore. I've only done cereal twice, and I plan on doing it as long as he, because this is the second time we've had it. The first kind of cereal we tried he didn't like, and that was that was whole wheat. And then we just tried oatmeal and banana flavor, and he liked that one. So we're gonna see. He didn't like the other one, so if he doesn't like it, I'm obviously not gonna force him because it's not like completely necessary. But since he's small and gaining weight slow, it could help with his weight gain. So he's technically not exclusively breastfed anymore, but that's his main source of nutrition, and that's almost all he eats. He does get a bottle, usually once a day, once or twice a day. He'll get one sometimes in the morning. I'd rather give him a bottle than pump because, I'd rather give him a bottle than breastfeed because of the fact that I am so engorged in the morning that he doesn't get it all out, and then I end up having to feed him and pump, and that takes me about an hour and a half, to be honest with you. So if I'm like busy in the morning, or Carmen really needs something in the morning, I usually give him a bottle and pump instead, and empty myself out. But like the other morning, this is the first morning, today was the first morning I've given him a bottle in probably like 3 or 4 days in the morning. The other day he woke up around 4 and he ate, and then he woke up again in the morning, and I didn't need to pump because he had emptied me out at 4, and then he had emptied me out in the morning, so I didn't feel engorged. I usually pump around 10 ounces in the morning, and then throughout the day it's usually like between 3 and 5 if like I have to replace the feeding, because I do work with my mom sometimes, so I do have to pump to make up for feedings, and it's usually between 3 to 5 ounces every 2 to 3 hours. He eats he nurses. Oh, he gets a bottle at night too, by the way. After he goes to bed for like the night, I'll still be up and I'll pump right before I go to bed to empty myself out. And I wasn't doing this, but I ended up, after I pump, I'd put it in a bottle and feed him really quick, and then he'd go back to sleep, just so he gets like a supplemented bottle. He doesn't really have to have that, but it's just like a little bit extra to help him gain some weight. So we've been doing that for probably about 3 weeks now, and obviously I really think it's helping because he's starting to definitely hit like a major growth spurt. As far as often as he eats, I think I just said this, but he eats every 2 to 3 hours. usually every 2, but sometimes he goes 3. He is starting to play with toys majorly, as you can see. He grabs them, puts them in his mouth. He loves toys right now. You love toys right now, don't you? Good. He smiles, he laughs, he talks a lot. He's not talking right now because I'm talking, but like if you're having a conversation with him, he talks a lot. He is starting to sort of sit up, as you can see. On the ground, he'll put his hands like this and like sit for maybe like, I don't know, 10 seconds. But he's definitely not sitting by himself yet. He's sitting assisted. He can sit in like a walker now, or like the Johnny jumper that attaches to like the door frame. He can sit in those. He's still not fitting in the Bumbo very well, and it's not that he can't sit up, it's just he's got really skinny legs, and so he's got a lot of space in there. And so the Bumbo's not really working for us right now, which is a bummer, because that's what I fed Carmen in when she was still little, because he's too tiny for the high chair yet. But I just use the bouncer seat because it sits up pretty high, and I feed him in there because the Bumbo just doesn't work because he's all over the place. I guess I could feed him in the walker, but he just kind of goes spastastic in there, so it'd probably be a huge mess. Let's see, what else, buddy? Oh, bless you. What else, buddy? Oh, bless you. As like physical features go, his hair, basically almost all of it fell out except the very back. He's got some still from when he was born in the crown. But like up here, all this basically fell out and grew back. But I definitely think he's going to be a blondie. His eyes are still blue, but they're not like that pure looking blue. Like definitely like, okay, you have blue eyes. Like he still, right now, he definitely has blue eyes, but they're just not like as bright as Carmen's were. Or are. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna have like green eyes like his dad. He's got 3 birthmarks. He's got one on his arm right here, which you guys can't probably really see, but it's like a little red mark. And then he's got 2 on the back of his head. He's got 1 right here. And then he's got 1 down here. So he's got 3 birthmarks as of now. And he's had them since birth, but you never know when they're newborns if it's actually like a birthmark or if it's just like a newborn mark, because until they're a couple months old, you don't really know if it's going to go away or not. And none of those marks have gone away. Now sometimes this one on his arm will show up more than other times, but it's definitely not going anywhere. Physical features. Let's see, buddy. He's chunking up, like his face, as you guys can see, he's getting super cheeky, like he's just starting to get chunky cheeks. And his arms are chunking up, and his little legs are starting to chub up good. So he's just getting super chunky. I thought I heard something. And I hope my daughter didn't learn how to climb out of her crib. I guess we'll find out. Oh, it's okay. I don't think she would. I think it might have gone from downstairs. What's this? He's kidding. I think that's about it. He's just a super, like, his personality's coming out a lot, and he's just super sweet, but he's definitely, like, very attached to me. Like, he only wants me a lot of time. Like, he'll go to his dad, but like he's just been like following me around the house with his eyes, and like he won't let me walk out of the room. He's going through like a 4-month sleep regression too. As far as his sleep, he usually sleeps through the night for the most part, but then he'll get up at like 4 or 5 and get in bed with me and usually go back to sleep. But like the other night, he was not going back to sleep. He was like, I need to eat. So obviously I fed him. But normally he'll get in bed with me at 4 or 5 because he sleeps in his rock and play, which is right here next to me right now, until 4 or 5, and then he gets in bed and he'll fall back asleep in my arms and he'll sleep till 8-ish. But the other morning he was like, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to eat right now. So, yeah. his hands a lot. He's not teething, it's just like a stage right now. Carmen went through the same thing. But I think that's it for his update. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to be doing Carmen's 18-month update this month, but I think I'm going to wait for hers until we go to the doctor. I don't know for sure. I might just do it because I can weigh her at home easily. But I don't know. We'll just see. I don't know if I'm going to wait or not. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye. 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 Bye.